Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about the sexual reproduction in animals. Now in this class we will be discussing about the sexual reproduction in humans along with asexual reproduction and what is the process of cloning is. So let me write down the heading. Sexual reproduction in humans. Okay. So, first we will be discussing about the male reproductive organs. Students, the main reproductive organs, you can see an image given in your book regarding this male reproductive organs, and it has three parts. It has two pair of testes, and the singular for testes is testis. These pair of testes are present in the scrotal sac, and these pair of testes or scrotal sacs, where it is, they produce male gametes or sperms. Second is two sperm ducts through which sperms leave the testes and reach penis, and this penis injects the sperm inside the female body. So these are the parts of a male reproductive organs which are in humans. Okay. Now we will be studying about the female reproductive organ. Now you can see a female reproductive organ. An image is given in your book regarding this female reproductive organ. Now you can see a pair of ovaries are there, that is singular ovaries and singular is ovary, and these ovaries or pair of ovaries produce eggs or ova. Ova is for plural and ovum is for singular, and this ova or eggs are about 120 micrometer in diameter. This is the symbol for micro, okay, and this micro means 10 to the power minus 6, or you can say 1 by this much small a egg is produced in the diameter. A egg is produced by the female reproductive organs, or a egg ova is produced. Now second are oviducts, or you can say fallopian tubes. These fallopian tubes through which eggs travel, and the sperm and ovum meet here and fertilization take place in the fallopian tubes. Third is uterus, or you can also know in general layman term womb. Okay, that is the womb of a mother, where the development of this fertilized egg, that is take place in the fallopian tubes occur. Okay, and the fourth part is vagina, and this vagina opens to the outside through an opening from which this developed fertilization of developed fetus comes out from the female body. So you know the male produces millions of sperms in his testes each day. A sperm is a single celled male gamete which has three parts. So it has an head, it's a body, and a tail is there. Okay. So you know the sperm is mobile in nature. Okay, it has this tail, so it is moving every time it's moving. And you know the female, the human female, this produces the ova or eggs in human in our ovaries. They are not mobile in structure. They are rounded structure and with a size of pin's head. That is, आपने पिन देखा जो आपके all pins होते हैं, तो उनका जो head नहीं होता उसके ही size का होता है approximately. So okay, and it is a lot larger than a sperm. You know, sperm is the smallest cell that is available in human body in males. Okay, so one ovum or one egg cell is released from one of the ovaries into the oviduct approximately every 28 days. So male produces sperms every day, female produces one ovum or one ova or one egg in approximately 28 days. So this egg or ovum is a single cell just like sperm. Okay, so this is, you know, about this sperms and ovum. You can see the image of human sperm and human ovum given in your book. about this. So you can see how they look. Okay. Now we'll be talking about the fertilization that take place in humans. But so what happens when the fusion of this egg or this ovum and sperm take place? This is called fertilization, as you know. And in human, it is an internal fertilization. So where does internal fertilization take place? In oviducts, or you can also call them as fallopian tubes. So what happens that in the oviducts, then egg is there. When the sperms reaches there, the nuclei of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. And so the fertilized egg is produced, or a zygote is produced in the fallopian tubes. And then when a zygote is produced, then it begins the process of development of a new individual. Okay. So next we will be talking about the development of embryo. What are embryo? बच्चा जो zygote होता है, जब वो develop होता है, जब वो developing stage में होता है, तो आप उसे हम embryo कहते हैं. It's just this. What is an embryo? Embryo is the zygote in the developing stage, or developing structure of a zygote is called embryo. So what happens? This embryo attach itself to the uterus, to the lining of the uterus. Okay, so आपकी womb की lining होती है, उस पे ये जो embryo होगा वो अपने आप को attach कर लेता है for further development, and this development take place over 9 months in human. When this developing embryo gradually differentiate, मतलब उसके बच्चे एक legs आ रहे होंगे, उसकी nose बनती है, उसके hands आते हैं, उसकी eyes form होने लग जाती हैं, that is different body parts starting form, and we can identify an embryo. Then this embryo is called fetus. Okay. Then if the fetus is fully get mature, that is both legs are produced, or both hands are produced, a nose is created, eyes are created, ears are created, then this embryo is given birth after 9 months, and approximately the weight of this fetus is 3 kg, around 3 kg. It may differentiate, but around the weight of the fetus is 3 kg. Okay. Now this is about the natural process of fertilization and development of an embryo. But kuch females or some may have this problem that they not able to give birth to the child. So there is a technique developed by a scientist called in vitro fertilization, and we will be discussing about this in vitro fertilization and the test tube babies. But so what happens in vitro fertilization? It is also called IVF. Okay. So what happens? The fusion of eggs and sperms take place inside a test tube. Now this happens outside the female body. So this is external fertilization is taken place. What happens बच्चा, ये mostly कब होता है IVF? जो आपकी फीमेल्स की जो ओवरी डक्ट्स होती हैं या फेलोपियन ट्यूब्स होती हैं, वो ब्लॉक्ड हैं, तो फर्टिलाइजेशन टेक प्लेस नहीं कर सकता, दैट इज, एंड zygote will be not forming. So what happens? This eggs and sperms do not combine together. So what happens? Freshly released ovum and sperms are taken and kept together for a few hours in a test tube for in vitro fertilization. If the fertilization occurs, okay, not every time a fertilization will occur, if the fertilization occurs, then the zygote is allowed to develop for about a week. Then this zygote, which is developed for 1 week, is reintroduced inside the female body or reintroduced inside the uterus, the lining of wombs. Okay, so there it is placed and it start growing up, and the babies which are born through this IVF technique are called test tube babies. But test tube babies कहना बिल्कुल right नहीं होगा, because they are not born in test tubes, but because the fertilization take place outside the body or in the test tubes or externally, that's why they are called test tube babies. Okay, so this is about the sexual reproduction in humans. Okay, now we will be discussing about the asexual reproduction. No, so I have told you that asexual reproduction generally unicellular organisms में होता है. So we'll be discussing about this. A sexual reproduction. Okay. So बच्चा ये जो आपके asexual reproduction has many types of method. They can be binary fission, they can be budding, they can be fragmentation, there may be regeneration. In this class, you will be only studying the two types of process, that is binary fission, and we will be discussing budding in hydra. Okay, so binary fission we will be studying in amoeba. Okay, so your organisms like your unicellular organisms, amoeba and paramecium, they reproduce through the process of binary fission. So I am going to tell you what is the process of binary fission is. Suppose this is an amoeba and this is your nucleus. Okay. So what happens? First, elongation. Okay, this is amoeba. First of all, this nucleus starting elongating. Okay. So nucleus क्या होगा? खींचेगा. जब nucleus खींच जाता है, उसके बाद क्या होगा? nucleus दो nucleus बन जाएंगे. After this two nucleus are formed, this cytoplasm starting elongating. अभी nucleus elongate हुआ था, अब क्या होगा? Cytoplasm elongate होता है. And after this what happens? Two daughter amoeba develops. So this is the process of binary fission. Okay. So what happens? This amoeba, elongation of nucleus takes place. When the elongation of nucleus, it converts into two nucleus. Then after this process, cytoplasm getting elongated, that is the division of nucleus and the cytoplasm take place. Cytoplasm take place. Then two daughter amoeba are formed. So this process of reproduction, when two new individuals are formed, this is called binary fission. Okay. So this is the process of binary fission in amoebas. Okay. Now we will be discussing the budding process in budding in hydras. Okay. Hydra, yeast, they mostly reproduce through the process of budding. Okay. So what happens? Let me draw you the image of hydra. So this is hydra. So what happens? Okay, it's not leaf type structure, it is, they are tentacles. Okay. So what happens in a hydra? A small, one or more small bulb-like structures are formed. What? A small bulb-like structure is formed here. Okay. This bulb-like structures or bulges or outgrowths form, and these bulges are called buds. These bulges are called buds. Now these buds is starting developing on the body of hydra only. So what is this hydra? Okay, this what is this bulge starting developing. When this bulb starting developing, a full, what happens here? The nucleus which is present in this hydra started elongated, and this nucleus is in the process of dividing into two. Okay. When this nucleus is divided into two parts, what happens? what happens? When this nucleus is divided into two parts, now this full bud can be separated. Now a new bud or a new organism is produced, and this hydra remains here on itself. And this new hydra is produced, or this bird separates from the organism, and what happens, this bird, when this two nucleus are formed, this nucleus goes here, and this point, it's starting closing, and at point comes when this can easily be separated, and a new bird is, or new hydra is created from this bird. So this process of an development of an individual from the bird is called budding. Okay, so this is about the budding in hydra. Now we will be discussing, this is asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms. Okay, so आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे हमें कोई फीमेल गैमेट, कोई मेल गैमेट्स के बारे में कोई बात नहीं की. Okay, now we will be discussing about the process called cloning. What the process? The process of cloning. Cloning. We will be discussing about cloning. Now, cloning is a process of producing genetically identical individual of an organism either naturally or artificially. Generally बच्चा ये जो आपके amoebas और ये hydras जो produce होते हैं, they are clone of their parent organism. Okay, they are clone of amoeba or the clone of hydra or the clone of Easter produced. So this is natural cloning. Now we will be discussing about this artificial cloning. You know, cloning in biotechnology refers to the process of creating clones of organism or copies of DNA or DNA fragments or cells. जब हम copies बनाते हैं हमारी cells की artificially, then it is called cloning in biotechnology. So the term cloning describes a number of different processes that can be used to produce genetically identical copies of a biological entity, and this definition was given by National Human Genome. It's a website and it is a research group regarding this cloning process. Okay, now you know the Ian Wilmot and his colleagues at the Rosalind Institute in Edinburgh. Edinburgh is where? It is in Scotland. They created the first clone animal. You know, the name of the animal was Dolly, and it was a sheep and was born on 5th July 1996. So this is the first cloned animal, and this Dolly is created by a process known as somatic cell nuclear transfer, that is SCNT, that is somatic cell nuclear transfer. What happens in this? We take somatic cells such as skin cell जो आपके होते हैं वो लिए जाते हैं, and we transfer the skin cells into a DNA or to an egg cell with its nucleus removed. उसका nucleus remove कर देंगे और हम उसे combine करते हैं, and by this process of transferring DNA by injection through, okay, we can transfer this DNA through an injection, or we can also transfer this DNA through a process using electric currents. So a clone is formed. So this is the process of cloning. Now cloning is very much in research, it is going on, and we are trying to create a full human out of it. Okay, so it's an interesting field, and you can also contribute to it by going and studying and researching in this area of science. So this is about this chapter, reproduction in animals. We have discussed, we have studied about the modes of reproduction, we have studied about this sexual reproduction in animals, we have discussed about oviparous and viviparous animals, external fertilization and internal fertilization in frogs and hens, we have studied about the sexual reproduction in humans, and we have discussed about the asexual reproductions also and cloning. Now we'll be discussing the questions or the exercise related to this chapter. Okay, so we'll be doing the exercise of this chapter.